So Austen, tell me a little bit about what we're going to be hearing today.
Well, these are the new Totem Acoustic Metal V2. It's part of their Element series, which is their flagship series of speakers. This is the second incarnation of this particular model. Part of that change to the new model included a complete redesign of the bass driver. This is part of their Torrent series drivers, which are precision made. And to describe that, I've got one of the original drivers that you can actually see. This was the first version of the driver.
And I can attest to how heavy that is.
Yeah, this is a very unique driver in that every part is machined. Totem builds this from scratch in their own facilities. They use a very, very unique array of magnets that, and they use a stainless steel square wire voice coil. What the net result is that the voice coil never leaves the magnetic field. It's always in the gap, regardless of where it is in the extension. It's a very, very precision driver. It takes them about 7 hours to build that from start to finish. It's an incredible feat of engineering. I don't think I've ever quite seen anything like it in any other speaker, to be honest. But anyways, they've taken this and they've redesigned it again. The result of that redesign is they've dropped the lowest frequency from 30 hertz down to 26 hertz.
Perfect. And they retail for?
$15,500 in US dollars or $18,000 Canadian. The Totem speakers are very unique in that the crossover components inside the speaker are minimal. There is only a first order crossover on the tweeter, and the bass drivers run full range, which is to say there is absolutely no crossover in the signal path whatsoever. The speaker is basically the result of a driver and cabinet synergy. The cabinets themselves use a high density 1-inch thick plate on the front, and then they use a medium density variable density MDF on the sides and backs, and there are absolutely no parallel surface in the speaker whatsoever. This is designed so that they can control resonances, obviously, and also to avoid standing waves inside the enclosure.
Just while we're talking with the picture, the turntable in the picture, which you helped to modify, can you just give us a little bit of a primer on that turntable?
Yeah, we do turntable upgrades and refits, and this particular one got a brand new belt, got a brand new arm cable, redid the suspension. So we brought this old lady back to its former grace.
So this is a Thorin's which model?
This is a TD145.
TD145, and there's a huge market for that, for getting the old ones and then vintage ones and then repairing them and refurbishing them and then selling them for about 10 times the price on eBay.
Well, most of them are actually somebody's dusting them off and bringing them back out of storage and putting them back in service. And we've about half of that is the people who originally owned them, and the other half is their kids who are getting into vinyl for the first time. So just show you kind of the level of precision that you can get on the suspension on a. We bring the arm out a little bit so that it's not tying up the suspension, but you can, just like some of the other turntables with full suspensions, and that tuning is pretty fundamental to its performance.
I was very impressed with the sound of Vince Bracesi's stand-mounted Element Fire loudspeaker in my 2016 review at Audiophilia. I'll link it below. They were $6,000 a pair and seemed to be able to play any genre at any volume with absolute ease and bravery, seemingly indestructible. With the Element Metal V2, you get more of everything. Just as courageous, but with remarkable detail and very lovely instrumental and vocal timbre. Because of the Shure MV88 Mic sound, you really can't hear the qualities of the speaker in the opening segment. Specifically how they replicate the source. The differences in digital, vinyl, turntable, cartridge, phono stage was X-ray like in the room. Through the Shure mic, you'll only be getting a glimpse. But do listen for the oboe sound in bar 3 of the opening shot. Remarkably beautiful tone and imaged to perfection. Because of the dreaded YouTube copyright algorithm, I had to edit out several other short excerpts that sounded great in the room. I won't give away the unique orchestra and hall. And the V2 caught them very well. Not inexpensive at $15,500, but chock-a-block with the latest driver technology and the benefits of Vince's many years as a leading designer. And all-around great guy, just like all Montrealers. Totem's success has been quite amazing for such a rarefied industry like high-end audio. It's because of speakers like the Metal V2. Do try to hear them if your budget runs to that, or just for pure musical pleasure. And look for a full review in Audiophilia this year. As always, thanks for watching. Please stay safe and remember to